Never give up. Never surrender.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
He is a comic book nerd.
In brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holler.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristen likes celebrity gossip.
Breaking news.
Oh, more breaking
Not
news?
official. Official. Or was just a rumor. Hey, Sue, our pets, we're back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Hello, and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
And ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it, we scored yet another TV star.
We got another nerd for you.
Another contestant from King of the Nerds, Thursday nights on TBS. They're rounding up the season. They're rounding up the season right now, so stay tuned for the last two episodes, right? It's the last two, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Might be the finale.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Alana Smith-Brown from King of the Nerds. How you doing, Alana?
Hello.
How are you
I'm doing
today?
really well. I'm doing really well. I'm in Rochester at a really small gaming con at the University of Rochester. It's called SimCon.
Yes. Very nice area there, huh?
You're actually probably 5 miles away from us right now.
Oh.
I was gonna go to the con dressed as fat balding Robin. The what did I say with the mask and the cape and the Robin shirt. So, what kind of games? What games are you into over there at the SimCon?
Well, I really like trying a bunch of new games, and I really like Pathfinder, and one of my friends who's the vice president of Windmill Games is bringing Dread back. It's a horror game that does Jenga instead of dice, and if the Jenga tower falls over, your character dies.
Oh, that's pretty cutthroat.
Now, when SimCon, is it all card games, or is it like D&D role playing games, card games, video games?
Yep, it's all tabletop games. There isn't any video games here. There's Pathfinder and Savage Worlds, and I'm trying to think what else. We have a bunch of board games. I brought Ticket to Ride with me and taught a couple of people how to play.
And Ticket to Ride, is that about like amusement parks or something, or because isn't there? I could have sworn there's a tabletop amusement park RPG.
No, Ticket to Ride is a board game that you are trying to get routes on trains during the 1800s.
Oh,
and you're trying to get to where you need to go. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Is it steampunk or is it just 1800s?
Just 1800s. There's no steampunkiness about it. Although it is one of the American board games that won an award in Germany, and that's huge as far as board games go.
Yeah, an American game, American strategy game doing well in
Germany. That's different.
That's pretty awesome. And
now on the show, King of the Nerds, what was your favorite challenge?
You're gonna run through those ones.
My favorite challenge, the cosplay one. I really learned a lot about myself in the cosplay one. If I had made it to the song and dance one, that probably would have been my favorite, but I did not make it to the song and dance one.
Yeah, I thought they came up with some pretty creative songs. I liked that episode. What was your least favorite challenge?
The one I went home on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
the nerd off where all the questions were really hard.
Oh, yeah, the Batman questions.
Attention? Yeah, and who pays attention to whether or not Dr. whatever has a degree in and actually is a doctor?
Very true. Now, you're a big Batman fan. Who is your favorite actor that ever played Batman?
Kevin Conroy.
There you go. Okay.
From the animated series.
Yeah.
And
so, what's your favorite Batman movie?
My favorite Batman movie is The Dark Knight. Yeah, it's The Dark Knight.
There it is. Yeah, sounds about right.
I'm right there with you. Right there with you, Alana. Now,
before that movie came out, nobody believed me that Heath Ledger could do the Joker really well, and then the movie came out, and I was like, I told you guys, I told you.
He played excellent.
Because even though Gotham, is kind of a mixture of New York and Chicago, he kind of adopted like a Chicago accent, and it was really, because he's Australian, right? He was so, for an Australian actor to pick up not only an American accent but like a Chicago accent, that kind of it blew a lot of people's minds. I mean, he really had a lot of talent, and it's a shame that what happened. Now, I know you have your Twitter address is Princess O Gaming, excuse me.
Princess O Gaming, yeah, Princess O Gaming.
So, when you say gaming, is that video gaming, or is it just all RPGs, or?
It's RPGs and live action role playing. I do some video games. I'm much more into puzzle and RPGs. As far as video games go, and I do like fighter games, just not Tekken. I like things like Soul Calibur and Bloody Roar and what's another fighting game? I guess I don't know if the Twisted Metal games are fighting or cars, because they're kind of both.
It is auto combat. And I haven't had a chance to play Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 3 yet, and I want to. I just haven't gotten around to. But Twisted Metal Black for PlayStation 2, I absolutely love. Twisted Metal, 1 and 2 were pretty good for the PlayStation 2, and for the PlayStation 1, and then 3 and 4 kind of fell off. But I think they changed studios by the time they got to 3 and 4. Now, did you?
Yeah, the latest Twisted Metal really wasn't all that good. The only redeeming quality of it is that I got to download Twisted Metal Black and play through it again.
Oh, okay. So you got to play Twisted Metal Black with PlayStation 3 graphics?
Yep.
Oh, I got to go get it. GameStop, here I come. Now, but with Batman and video games, have you played Arkham Asylum or Arkham City?
I have played them. When my husband is home, we transfer off on a single player game so we can get through the story. Because there's certain parts that I'm good at, and there's certain parts that he's good at. So he's good at like the fighting section, and I'm really good at the puzzle section.
Nice teamwork.
Yeah, I love, seriously, Arkham City is like my favorite game ever. Because it just has so many, so much of the Batman universe, and there's like pretty much every character is covered, and I don't know, have you gotten to the end of Arkham City? Well, actually, I should probably just keep my mouth shut. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But anybody who's a fan of Batman, even if you're not a gamer, should. I
haven't gotten to the end of Arkham City, but I go to like the wiki and read the different stories that are in the video game.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with being spoiled on certain things, but on others, like I'm okay with being spoiled on like Game of Thrones, because I already know that people die.
I haven't got a chance to watch it, but people are like, oh, spoilers, and I'm like, you could read the book and get all the spoilers you like.
Yeah, it's really good. You start watching Game of Thrones for the sex and then stay for the story.
Right.
Sounds like my life.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds like real life. Since being on TV, have you been recognized on the streets? Are you being recognized right now at the U of R?
Not so much at U of R, but last night we went to the Dinosaur here in Rochester.
Oh, Dinosaur Barbecue?
And if anybody comes to Rochester, they need to come to the Dinosaur because it's awesome.
Of course.
One of the waiters there recognized me, and he came over, and he was really nice. And
did you get your meal paid for?
It was great. No, I paid for my own meal.
Okay.
I'm only 15 minutes missing.
Is there do you still stay in contact with anybody from the show?
Yep. I still stay in contact with Danielle and Brandon and Ivan and Joshua, and a little bit of Moo. Actually, Danielle and I, not too long ago, went to it's not the Carousel Mall anymore, Destiny USA Mall in Syracuse.
Oh, okay.
Because she lives just outside of Syracuse, and I live down in Corning, and it's super easy for me to just go to Syracuse.
I mean, I'm originally from New York City, like I like to say every episode, but we're all upstate New York people here. So if you and Michelle, you guys could team up and get like a booth at a con, forget about it. So you sell some T-shirts and books and autographs and stuff like that. You'd probably, just make a couple bucks on a weekend.
Everybody, you all had to share a room, that one big room to sleep in. How was that for you?
It was fine. It was kind of like being in college again, and John Papaki was all like, I'm really sorry because I snore, and I was like, that's cool. You snore, but I probably snore, and I know that if you start snoring, then I can fall asleep better because of white noise.
Yeah, right? Yeah, there you go. Now, was it weird watching yourself on TV?
It was weird at first, and now it's like, oh, hey, look, I'm on TV.
Now, you guys actually, King of the Nerds got approved for a second season, which is awesome. And is there any advice that you could give to the future contestants that are going to be on the show?
Well, first go to nerdking.net because that has all the guidelines, and then be really animated in your video when you send it to them. I was super animated in my video, and try to fit as much of your nerdiness in the video. Like I have collections of corsets that I put in there, and they paid for an extra bag for all of my corsets to go out to the show with me.
Awesome.
Came into play in the cosplay challenge.
Yeah. What was your favorite room in the house?
Oh, my favorite room? Probably the living room. We had this really nice semicircle of couches in there, and it was just nice to sit there comfortably and hang out with everyone and talk.
That's cool.
Now, if there was anything that you can steal from the set, that you could back up a U-Haul truck and no one's going to stop you, what would you steal?
Anything from the set?
Yeah, anything.
Yep.
I would probably steal Curtis Armstrong because he seems like really fun to hang out with.
Did you guys get to hang out with the hosts a lot, or here and there?
Yeah, no, like when you see us talking to them, that's the only time that we got to see them.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever got a chance to. I just recently got my hands on season 1 of Dan Versus. It's a cartoon that Curtis Armstrong does the voice for, and it is.
Yeah, I watched
hilarious.
the reruns on the Hub.
Oh my goodness! I caught a couple episodes, and I got my hands on the season 1 DVD box. It's only 3 DVDs. That show cracked me up. Oh my goodness! And you know, it's so weird now because I mean he does voices. I think he does for American Dad, and he's done a couple other things. But you know, seeing it's so weird to see that voice. Like we grew up with the guy, and then you know on Dan Versus where he's the star. You know, because he's always done bit parts. You know, like and now to see him and Dan Versus, I do have to recommend to anybody, check it out. It is so funny and kind of like there's a lot of adult humor in there that they kind of just get under the radar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a great show, but it's so cute because Curtis is he's this cute little guy and you know dressing up like a geisha and stuff like that. But yeah, I love Dan Versus is like my new favorite cartoon.
I keep trying to convince Curtis to come to Corning so I can show him the Glass Museum and stuff, and we can just hang out.
Yeah. Now, being a self-proclaimed nerd and growing up in Corning, because Corning, for those people who haven't made the connection yet, Corning Glass.
Got the big Glass Museum there.
Do like any of your family work for Corning or anything like that?
I am a fourth-generation Corning person, and my grandfather works for Corning, and his father works for Corning.
Very cool.
Actually, so my grandfather's father with me, my great-grandfather. Okay, my great-grandfather worked on the original glass in the Hubble telescope.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Breaking news.
Yeah. Well, in a small world, my old manager I used to work at Radio Shack, once again, small world, because you guys had the Radio Shack room on King of the Nerds. My old manager, his I think grandfather or father helped design the lens. So just I guess it's an Upper New York thing. I don't know.
Really into glass. And
Gorilla Glass, that new thing that for cell phones and stuff like that.
For smartphones and tablets.
And then I mentioned this on the past episode that they're working on an edgeless TV. That's what I heard. That it's going to be pure glass. I guess it would probably be just like a little black box on the bottom for you to make the connections, but there's going to be no rim around it, no plastic at all. I don't know.
Oh wow.
So, they're going to make a glass so strong that they don't worry about people banging into it or stuff like that. So as soon as if you get a sample, you know who to hit up.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just going to ask, do you have any enemies on the show? It's a total, 90-degree
do I
angle
have any
here.
enemies on the show?
Anybody that, I don't want to use the word enemies. That sounds so cutthroat. Maybe somebody that you just didn't get along with.
Virgil and I damage each other's comms.
That's funny.
I respect him, and he is a nerd. He's smart and stuff. Our personalities just don't work out very well.
That happens.
It was on the show what happened.
Yeah.
He's being not a successful teammate, and I was last minute putting the rest of the costume together.
If I understand correctly, and I haven't had a chance to check it out, and I'm sorry, you started a blog? You and your friend started a blog, like a Gamer Girl blog?
Yes. We have a Gamer Girl blog where we are gamers first, and everything else is second. And we're not the whiny girls complaining about the gaming universe. It's us sharing our love of the gaming universe, and it's called Rogue Princess Squadron.
Rogue Princess Squadron. Okay.
Very cool.
Because Rogue Squadron, see, the gist of our show is I'm the nerd and Kristen isn't, but Rogue Squadron is from Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I knew that. right, yeah.
And the Rogue Princess Squadron. That's pretty awesome. And so how many people are involved with it along with you?
There is myself, and I'm the Admiral Princess, so I'm the head of the squadron. And my friend Ange, who is our Captain Princess, she does a lot of the graphics, and she's also our photographer as well as one of the bloggers. And then we have Lisa M., Margaret, and Caitlin, and they are Lieutenant Princesses, and they're also writing for our blog. And then we have a webmaster who is a boy, so he is a kilted princess. And any other of our guy friends who we have interviewed to do any of our blog stuff are private princesses.
Very nice.
Are these local friends of yours, or are these people you've met online, or?
Yes. I have one of our private princesses is from Binghamton, New York, and then Lisa M. is from the Albany area. Margaret actually lives up in I think Caitlin, all three of them live up in the Albany-ish area, and Ange lives here in Rochester.
Okay, so what's the website so our audience could check it out?
RoguePrincessSquadron.com.
Awesome.
Right. Is there any nerd idol that you would like to meet, or have you met them?
Oh, I have already met my nerd idol. Last year at Origin, I got to have breakfast with Felicia Day and Will Wheaton.
Wow,
nice.
Very cool. Very nice.
So I woke up early enough and got to hang out with them for breakfast. And Felicia really likes my princess tattoo that I have. And Will Wheaton, the previous night, I had invited him to my wedding. It was super nerdy and it was space themed and stuff. He wasn't able to make it, but he's really good with his bands now. He's just as awesome in person as he is on tabletop.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I know, I'm a fan of Will and a fan of Felicia Day, and on the Big Bang Theory and stuff like that, he plays a real jerk. But that's but his motto is don't be a dick. I think that's he coined that phrase, and so that's now when you had breakfast with them, was that some sort of arrangement, or did you just happen to be in the same place where they were having breakfast? Or did you?
It was one of the events at Origins. It was one of the events at Origins. So there were a couple of writers there and stuff. But Felicia Day and Will Wheaton sat across from each other, and the staff put a bunch of tables together. And it was nice having breakfast and just being able to talk about stuff.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Now, tell us about your nerd wedding.
Actually, you can go to YouTube and look up True Nerd Wedding. And it was a Klingon / Firefly / Doctor Who / Star Trek wedding.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I wanted to watch the video, but I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, so you and your husband were in character?
He dressed up as Captain Malcolm Reynolds, and all of my bridesmaids were in tarnished blue, and then I had a red wedding dress because Klingons get married in red. And the guy who officiated for us dressed up as Dr. Number 11. Yeah, and then all of his kids dressed up as Dr. Horrible from Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog, and Jane from Tarzan, and Chewbacca, of course, from Star Wars, and Rose funny. Tyler from Doctor Who.
That is awesome.
That's really creative. I like that.
Now, have you ever been to Vegas, Las Vegas?
I have not been to Las Vegas, but eventually my husband and I will go because he's really good at poker.
Uh-huh. And no, the reason I bring that up is because the Vegas Hilton has what's called the Star Trek experience, and there's like some motion rides, and there's a themed bar, and people walking around in full character. And let's put like I got married in Vegas. I spent 6 hours there. Now my ex-wife was totally not into Star Trek, and I dragged her along for 6 hours because I was like a kid in a candy store. So you definitely got to check it out. Yeah.
I will eventually check it out. I would like to go to a convention in Las Vegas at some point. I do quite a few of the upbeat New York cons, and then I also do a couple in Ohio, and then I do, of course, Origins and Gen Con.
Okay. So anyone listening out there, they want to book Alana, get her out to Las Vegas, okay?
Just got to get onto the West Coast.
We got to let the people out there, all your nerds out there, anyone who's organizing something in Las Vegas. Hey, you got a TV star right there,
Yeah, totally. I love going to cons, and I love interacting with my fans. Don't be afraid to come over and be like, "Are you Alana from King of the Nerds?" I promise I won't bite you.
That's cool.
If anybody gets out of line, you could just force choke them. I mean, you have the force when you roll that big D20.
I am a dark-eyed force user.
That was pretty awesome. The way the D20 rolled at the last moment from I think that was the first challenge, right?
Yeah.
When you were bowling the D20.
Yeah, when I was bowling for stuff, and I do it when I go bowling too, like normal bowling. I will use the force and knock down more pins.
Let's get real here for a second. There was a lot of haters online. A lot of people, rude, nasty comments and stuff like that. I have to give you a lot of credit and a lot of props because you have not sunk into anybody's level. You haven't, let the real trolls on the internet get to you. And I got to give you super, super duper credit for keeping Grace under fire.
Great composure.
Yeah, I mean everybody who's a nerd, in my opinion, like a true nerd, understands being excluded, understands, not feeling like you belong. And I have to give you 1,000% props. To use the word, I got to give you much props for keeping Grace under fire, I mean, because it would have been really, really easy for you to like get on YouTube and just screw you guys and how do you keep your composure?
What's the key to your composure and your
meditation?
Patience? Keep your sanity.
Well, I keep my sanity because I have super, super awesome friends, and my actual fans are really, really awesome. So even though I have, like, a ton of haters out there, a ton, I know, and there's a bunch of people that are like, she's really fat, why is she on TV? And I'm like, I'm not fat, I'm average-sized American, I'm the same size as Marilyn Monroe. She was size 16. They're just...
they're talking about you. They're not on your mind, you're on their mind.
Yeah, and it's like, you're watching my show, and I was on TV, and you weren't, ha, 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 ha.
That's all you gotta say.
That's
so, I have really, really awesome friends who are able to support me, and the fans that do like me, I interact with. Like, why do I need to interact with the trolls that live underneath the tubes in the interwebs? Like,
very true.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Like I said, I give you much, much credit for dealing with the knuckleheads.
Taking the high road.
All right, let's get back to more fun things. Okay, if you can date either Batman or the Joker, and it could be any Batman or any Joker. I know you said you liked Kevin Conroy, or any Joker, Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger. Which Batman which Batman or Joker, Batman or Joker, but which Batman or Joker?
Okay. Well, why are we just, like, shortening it to them? Why can't I date, like, one of the women?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Who would you date?
Okay. Out of any character that's ever played out of any actor that's but in character, who would you go for?
Any character out of the Batman universe, I would probably want to date Poison Ivy.
Ah.
Because she's an activist, so she's a go-getter. But she also is really good at keeping house, and I would help with the chores and things, and I wouldn't have to worry about, it's not like she had to go back to the Joker or something, because Harley Quinn always goes back to the Joker, and Poison Ivy is her own woman already, and I think we would complement each other really well.
Sounds like you've given this some thought.
Yeah, I really think about sex. And so...
Yeah, and Poison Ivy would it be like the animated series Poison Ivy or the Uma Thurman Poison Ivy, or?
It would definitely be the animated series Poison Ivy, because she's voluptuous, and she's a go-getter, and she only uses her womanly wile to manipulate others. She doesn't just kill them because she kills them with a reason, or she kills them with plants.
She's a flirt, I guess.
Yeah, she's a flirt.
And speaking of flirting,
I think you were a little bit of a flirt.
I mean, with the contestants on the show, how does your husband feel about that?
How do the contestants on the show what?
When you were on the show, and they made a video about it. TBS put a video on Facebook about you flirting with the other contestants, but you're
I have gotten a lot of people being like, but you're married. Why did you flirt with Joshua? And I was like, if you were in a house with Joshua for 4 weeks and you didn't flirt with him, I would think something was wrong with you.
How did your husband take it?
Oh, my husband's fine with it. I was like, babe, there's going to be booze. That means I'm going to flirt with people. And he was like, that's cool.
So you can look at the menu as long as you don't order.
Yeah. And I flirted with Ivan, and I flirted with Danielle. They just showed Joshua because he had the hilarious reaction to it.
Okay.
When we were going over the notes before the show, I kind of saved something because I didn't want to share it with Kristen until now. No, well, me and Alana have something in common.
What's
something
that?
very much in common. We both have a D20 tattoo.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
on my right arm, forearm. I gotta, for those. I mean, anyone who's listening to the show pretty much knows what a D20 is. It's the 20-sided dice for role-playing games. So you have a video where you're showing off your tattoos on YouTube, and that's your YouTube page is Child of the Dark Time. Am I saying that right?
Child of the Dark Time.
And so you have a video where you're showing off your tattoos, and I mean it's a lot more than just a D20, but you have a D20 tattoo, and so do I. So we got something in common.
Is there a tattoo that you'd want to get to remember Nerdvana or King of the Nerds?
I haven't really thought of one to do King of the Nerds, but towards the middle, I think it was the middle. I don't remember. I was talking to Celeste, and Celeste was like, yeah, I'm thinking after the show is done, I'm probably going to get a crown. And then I think Genevieve piped up and said, yeah, I might get a crown too. And I don't remember if Genevieve has any other tattoos. So if she got a crown, it would have been her first tattoo.
First one from King of the Nerds.
Right, and you would know that, once you get one, that's it, you're done. It's an addiction. You got to get more than just one.
Yeah, like my one side that they were blurring out is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and I'm actually going to be getting an entire sleeve of Batman characters and villains and stuff.
Awesome.
So that whole arm is going to become Gotham City.
And then on your back, you wanted to get a Cthulhu, however you want to pronounce it, tattoo?
Yeah, Cthulhu. It's
tomato.
done how you're actually supposed to pronounce it. Yeah, I'd like to get Cthulhu on my back, and then him playing with Daleks from Doctor Who.
Cthulhu playing with Daleks? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah,
awesome.
Cthulhu playing with Daleks.
That would be so awesome. You got to post that up when you get it.
Yeah, I definitely will. Actually, one of the ones that I'm thinking about getting now will be Portal themed. I'm gonna on my leg. I'm planning on getting key testing because I in the past couple of years I've had a lot of family members die on me, so a lot of my friends have moved into the family circle of mine. And to keep going, I'm using Portal as Gladys is going to continue to test you.
Aperture science, and I mean, now that I think about it, that would be like I mean, right now, and this just popped in my head. Like, you have like one tattoo on one leg of like the portal where Chell is like halfway in, then on your other leg, the other portal where her halfway out. Like she's portaling through your legs or something. But I never thought about that. I mean, because as a guy, I really can't get a companion cube. I think that's a little too much. And well, Kristen, you've never played Portal, right?
No.
Okay. And all I got to say is the cake is a lie. The cake is a lie.
The cake is a misconception. She says there's cake. She doesn't say it's for you.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, she does. Yeah, they never. But I would get the cake as a lie, but I don't know. You're a math major, right?
Yep, I was a math major.
So what's that all about? I guess would be the best way to put it.
Well, I really enjoy computation, and I'm really good at calculus. Math is just another language, and I have continued learning it. But now I have to pay off some of my student loans now, so I'm waiting to do that. And actually, I'm going to be switching majors. I got to the 400 level classes, and it's a lot more philosophy of math and defining math using English. And I was like, really, guys, I already know how to do this crap. Why are you making me do proofs that are 5 to 10 pages long?
That's boring.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
my brain hurts just talking about it.
What are you switching to?
Yeah, I am switching to sign language.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And actually, up here in Rochester, there's a huge hard of hearing community up here. Just giving you putting it out there.
There's a huge deaf community here. Yeah, I love coming to Rochester. One, because when I go to a really loud bar, I can get the bartender's attention and ask for water out on the dance floor, and then when the song is done, I will have water sitting on the bar waiting for me.
There you go.
And actually, a bunch of my gamer buddies are also learning sign language because one of my friend's moms is becoming more hard of hearing, so all of us are working together to learn more sign language so she can practice. And I love sign language, and I love the deaf community. Gamers cool. And gamer community and deaf community is really similar to each other. Like, we super help each other out. We let each other know when sales are, and we hug to say hello and hug to say goodbye, kind of thing.
Yeah, there's, like, up here in Rochester, just with, the advent of cell phones and text messaging, people come in and, they would just, from text messaging alone, I mean, it's just, that's how the people communicate with the world. People of our generation text message everything anyway. So you might as well, it's kind of like it's like a perfect fit right there, all the text messaging and us being spoiled by technology anyway.
Yeah, actually, another big part of the technology that we have because of the deaf community is Skype.
Oh, yes, very true.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
because it's all video, and you can talk to each other through the video.
Oh, makes sense.
In your YouTube videos, because I was watching some of them, you sit in front of this big, giant wall unit with, I guess later on you eventually reveal that they are DVDs. You and your husband have quite a collection.
Yeah.
Is there any, are you loyal to any kind of directors? Are you loyal to any kind of actors? Like, what do you collect? I mean, that's quite an impressive collection you got behind you.
We collect a lot of action movies and a lot of DC animated stuff. So I guess if I'm really loyal to anyone, I guess it would be Bruce Timm because he's awesome. But I'm not really super loyal to any directors or anything. I watch movies to come up with more scenarios for my players to go up against.
So it's like research.
So it's kind of like research. And
is there just one movie that you can't get sick of, I guess? You can watch it anytime?
Your Desert Island movie.
Oh, that one's hard. I might go old school with whenever I get sick or I'm upset or something, I will pop in Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal. And so that's one of my favorites.
Your
it came before. Yeah, it came before Labyrinth, and there's a lot of people from my generation that they don't even know what it is, and they're like, "But there's Labyrinth. Why is it not Labyrinth?" And I was like, "No, Skeleton."
Fight the good fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a little older. I'm 36. Dark Crystal scared the living daylights out of me when I was a kid. I appreciate it for what it was, and even it was just, I remember that whole period. Great Muppet Caper, Muppets Take Manhattan, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, all those movies that kind of like caught that magic. You really can't catch today with. I mean, as much as I love computer animated movies, there's something about puppetry and stuff like that. It brings a little more life into the characters.
Yeah.
But we're gonna let you go. If you just want to just wrap it up for everybody and just like let everybody know how to reach you, if they want to follow you, your blog, just give them the whole layout.
Sure. I'm Alana Brown from first season of King of the Nerds, and you can find me on Twitter as Princess O Gaming. I am also on Facebook as Alana Miss Brown, and my new blog started a month ago now, and it's littleprincesssquadron.com.
That's awesome. So,
thank you. Thank you for your time and taking time out of your day here. I know you're busy up in U of R in Rochester.
Yeah. University of Rochester.
Yes.
For people who don't know what
you're
saying,
U of R is.
We have to keep it regional. We have to make sure that other people know what the hell we're talking about.
So we appreciate that definitely, and we loved you on the show.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the last time we're going to say
that.
Are
you coming back?
No, she can't say that.
I'm still watching the show.
Okay.
I think anybody who's watching this show automatically knows King of the Nerds Thursday nights on TBS, 10 o'clock, at least 10 o'clock Eastern time for us upper New York people.
Check it
out. Alana, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. And we're just going to wrap it up right now. We certainly hope you guys enjoyed listening and had as much fun as we did recording the show. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
I'm Alana. Thanks for having me.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya. Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled Colon.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking, are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her. Fucking, she's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. And if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.amazon.com. LULU.com.
That's Lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it, that spells it. Still, Lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15 is not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his comic books, heavy metal, video games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.